Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Sunday morning. And on a Sunday, we always have a really peaceful, quiet meditation. Our teacher for this week has been Debbie Ford. And today she speaks about what is to be found inside of us. Danae, a very good morning. Hello, Beatrix, good morning. And somebody, a very good morning. Hello, beautiful people. The title of today's message is The Level of Consciousness You Tune Into Determines Your Experience of the World. The level of consciousness that you tune into will determine how you experience the world. Imagine life as a giant radio dial buzzing with frequencies. Each station offers a unique experience, a specific lens through which to perceive the world. But unlike a physical dial, you have the power to choose your vibration. Charlene, good morning. Happy Sunday. You have the power to tune into a consciousness that shapes your reality in remarkable ways. Think about it. When you feel stressed, anxious, or judgmental, the world seems harsh and unforgiving. But shift your perspective, and you will have experience of this. You've done this before. Look through divine eyes, as Debbie Ford suggests, and suddenly compassion blooms, opportunities emerge, and the universe feels like a benevolent force. This is not just woo-woo philosophy, it's a fundamental truth. Imagine the difference between approaching life with fear and suspicion versus radiating love and compassion. The world reflects back what we project outwards. But how do we access this higher consciousness? And as always, the answer lies within you. Debbie Ford says, remember, all the answers you need are inside of you. You only have to become quiet enough to hear them. Anthony, good evening. Hello, brother. Good to see you. The next thought from Debbie Ford is, the level of consciousness that you choose to tune into each day will determine the quality of your experience in the world. The level of consciousness that you choose to tune into each day. And when she phrases it that way, it creates, in my mind at least, an image of when we start our day, actually even before the day gets started, before we really do anything else, we have an opportunity to choose what level of consciousness we want to tune into for this day, which is exactly what we're doing right here. The last thought from Debbie Ford is, we've all had at least a fleeting experience of a deep connection with the divine in either a meditation, a moment of realization, or a time when we felt blessed by the universe because everything was going our way. When we look through divine eyes, there is no judgment, no need to be righteous or to make ourselves wrong. So here's an old truth here. You are not the thinker. You are not the stream of thoughts that your brain produces. You are what is beneath the thoughts. Your true essence lies beyond the incessant chatter of your mind. The more time you spend in deliberate silence, allowing your brain to produce thoughts, but without getting involved with those thoughts, the more you'll find yourself slipping below the surface of the thinking into the truth of what you are. Slipping into a space where the loudest experience is being in the presence of God. The level of consciousness you tune into will determine your experience of the world, or to put it in a different way, you will meet the world only to the extent that you have met yourself. Your deepest experience of yourself could either be the loud voices of fear in your mind, or the deepest sense of yourself could be the sense of peace from your being. And whichever is our sense of self is how we will meet the world. Today's meditation is a quiet one. It is an opportunity to observe, witness your brain producing thoughts, and practice how to not get stuck in these thoughts, how to not get too involved in these thoughts. It's simply the awareness that, here we go, I've gotten stuck in this thought, so let me bring my attention back to my breath and try and have that thought soften. Which means, don't fight the thinking. Don't for a moment try to convince yourself that your brain shouldn't be thinking all of these thoughts. That's futile. Just like your sweat glands will produce perspiration whether you want to or not. Your heart will beat, your liver will perform its functions, and your brain will produce thoughts. There is choice of whether you want to become involved in those thoughts or not, though. You can close your eyes and let's slip away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Continue your full body breathing. Feel yourself rise with every inhale and feel yourself fall with every exhale. And as you continue your full body breathing, should your brain be creating a continuous stream of thoughts? Probably yes. This is what brains most often do. Can you have the awareness to realize when you've jumped onto the backs of some of these thoughts and you are riding them for all of they are worth? And when you realize that, can you simply remind yourself to return to your breath? Feel the softening of your body. I don't want to say, let the thought go, because that is often the harder part. But just bring your attention to your breath. Bring your attention to the softening of your body. As many times as it takes until the thoughts hold on you softens. Use the last few breaths of this phase to help your body stretch, adjust, and settle down. And I'll check in with you just before we start the breath hold. having softened our bodies into a state of presence. Or to be honest, just having ourselves become as present as we can be right now. We can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then you can always stop right here before the breath holding starts. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, I want to remind you that we don't have to become the master of not having any thoughts. It's unlikely that will ever get there. You don't even have to become the master of never being hijacked by thoughts. That might be a too tall order. But here's what you can become really good at. We can all become really good at recognizing when we are hijacked by our thoughts. And to develop a softer approach to being hijacked by our thoughts. A softer approach that trusts that of course this will pass. Of course this thought that hijacks me right now will soften again. Even if I'm not able to put it down right this moment, which I'm getting better at. But even if I can't, this will pass. Even this desperate thought will pass like always before. So when you realize a thought has hijacked you in this meditation, there's no fighting necessary. Bring your attention back to your next breath. Bring your attention back to the softening in your body. Feel into your body again and again until the thought softens its hold on you. Enjoy your journey. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase and you can take your next big breath. We have the last 5 breaths of this phase to do together. Let's slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in to your body. Feel how softness settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back. You can even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time Debbie Ford's message for us today. She says, remember, all the answers you need are inside of you. You only have to become quiet enough to hear them. She says the level of consciousness that you choose to tune into each day will determine the quality of your experience in the world. She says we've all had at least a fleeting experience of a deep connection with the divine in a meditation, in a moment of realization, or at a time when we felt blessed by the universe because everything was going our way. When we look through those divine eyes, then there is no judgment, no need to be righteous or to make ourselves wrong. The level of consciousness that you tune into will determine your experience of the world. Think of it like the dial on a radio. What are you tuning into? Put it in a different way. You will always meet the world only to the extent that you have met yourself. And if what you have met in yourself is predominantly the loud voice of fear, then it's no surprise if that is your experience of the world. But if you have come to know the deeper part of yourself, the peace at the core of your being, then your experience of the world becomes different too. You see the opportunity for peace. You see the possibility of a gentler way with all the humans around you. You don't feel the need to defend yourself against any of these thoughts or opinions coming your way. It becomes easier to be the embodiment of the peace at the core of your soul. And then if there are people around you who don't choose their peace, well then, so be it. Let them experience the frequency that they have chosen to tune into. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for adding your light, your presence to this circle today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for your journey of getting to know the truth at the core of your being. Take a deep breath in. I want you to trust that the more your experience of yourself becomes the peace of your being, the more you will find that peace in the world around you. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for the blessing of your light in our circle today. Dimitri, good afternoon. I love seeing you pop in. I hope you're well. Good to see you, brother. Michelle, a very good morning. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us in this quiet space. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Beatrix. Lots of love to all of you. Have a beautiful day. Ciao, ciao.